I am with you as you read this, and nothing about you in this moment is hidden from me. I see your eyes moving across these words, I see the memories that rise in your heart, and I see the one face that keeps returning to your mind, your mother. I know how many nights you have gone to sleep with her name on your lips, and how many times you have wondered, can she see me? Does she know? Is she proud of me? Listen carefully, my child, you are not reading this by accident. I am using this moment to touch a place in you that has been aching for a very long time. You have carried questions in your heart that you did not even know how to speak out loud. You have swallowed tears during the day. And in the silence of night you have whispered into the darkness, hoping somehow those words would reach her. I have heard every one of those whispers. I have counted every tear. I have seen you trying to be strong, and I want you to know, you never grieved alone. Your mother's story did not end on the day her body stopped breathing. There are things that human eyes cannot see and human minds cannot fully understand, but I am not bound by the limits of sight or time. You have imagined that the distance between life and death is like a wall too high to climb, too thick to cross, but to me, nothing is far, and nothing is impossible. I hold your mother and I hold you in the same love. At the same time, the love that once held you in her arms has not vanished, it has passed into my hands, and I have carried it forward. Archangel Michael watches over you as a sign of my protection. When you see his name, when you think of him standing with a sword of light, I want you to remember, I have not left you unguarded. I know how fragile your heart has felt. I know how death shook your world, how it felt like the ground opened up under your feet. You wondered if you would ever feel safe again. Yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still searching for me, still thirsty for truth and comfort. That is not an accident. You have been held, there is something your mother's heart has been wanting you to know. And I am the one who can carry that message to you in a way that heals, not hurts. I do not speak in the way humans speak across a table. I speak into the deepest places of your being, in whispers of peace, in gentle nudges, in quiet realizations that suddenly make sense. I know that part of you fears being deceived by illusions or wishful thinking, and I respect that. So I will tell you plainly, this message is not about fantasy. It is about love, about healing, about letting go of guilt you were never meant to carry. Your mother does not want you chained to the day of her passing. You have replayed it in your mind so many times, the moments leading up to it, the words that were said or unsaid. The helplessness you felt, the if only that still haunts you. If only you had been there sooner. If only you had known. If only you had done more. My child, those if only thoughts have become like shackles around your heart. Today I am unlocking them. You must hear this. You were not responsible for the hour of her departure. There were things you could not control, forces you could not see, mysteries you were never meant to solve. You have blamed yourself for not being superhuman, for not having the power to stop what was already decided in realms beyond your understanding. I did not give you that burden. I did not ask you to be the one who holds life and death in your hands. That is my place, not yours. Your mother saw more of your love than you realize. You think of the moments you failed, she remembers the moments you tried. You think of the times you were impatient, she remembers the times your hands helped her, the times your voice comforted her. You carry the regret of what you did not say, she carried the gratitude of what you did say, what you did do, and how you stayed, even when you were exhausted, even when your own heart was breaking, when her body could no longer stay, when the weight of this world became too heavy, I received her. In that moment, everything that was tangled became untangled, everything that was confused became clear. Everything that was wounded came into my healing presence. The love she had for you did not dissolve into nothing. It was lifted into a place where it could no longer be broken, distorted, or cut short by time. You imagine her as far away, but in my reality, she is held close, and you are, too, she's closer than you think. Those words are not about her walking beside you in a physical way, but about the truth that love does not belong only to this world. Every genuine act of love is eternal in me. The tenderness you shared, the sacrifices she made, the stories she told you, the way she looked at you when she thought you were not watching, these are not just memories fading into the past. They are living seeds in your soul, and I water them with my presence. Every time you choose kindness because she taught you to be kind, she is close. Every time you show strength because she showed you how to endure, she is close. Every time you refuse to give up, her love is alive in that choice. Your mother longs for you to step out of the shadow of endless mourning and into a softer light of gratitude. Grief is not wrong. I do not rebuke you for your pain. I know how deeply you loved, and I know how deeply you hurt. But grief was never meant to be your only home. It was meant to be a valley you walk through, not a prison you live in forever. She does not want you to stay frozen at her grave in your heart. She wants you to carry the best of her forward and allow yourself to live. There have been days when you felt guilty for laughing, guilty for feeling joy, as if happiness were a betrayal of her memory. Hear me, it is not a betrayal to smile again. It is not disrespectful to find peace. Your healing does not erase her, it honors her. I know the promises you made in your heart, how you told yourself you would never forget, how you feared that letting go of pain would mean letting go of her. But you do not have to keep pain to keep love. Pain diminishes you, love enlarges you. Pain drains life, love gives life. Your mother's love wants to give you life, not take it away. Archangel Michael stands as a symbol in this moment, a guardian at the doorway between your past and your future. On one side is the room where all your regret, guilt, and unanswered questions sit in darkness. On the other side is a space filled with light, where memories are tender instead of tormenting, where your mother's face can appear in your mind without crushing you. I am offering you my hand to step across that threshold. It will not all change in a single day, but this moment can be a beginning. Your mother would tell you, take care of yourself. Don't punish yourself for what you cannot change. Live your life. Be who you are meant to be. She would tell you that the world still needs the kindness in your heart, that your story did not end with hers. She would remind you of the dreams you once had, the potential she saw in you. You have buried some of those dreams under the rubble of loss, but I see them. I remember every desire for good that passed through your soul. You have felt alone in rooms full of people because the one person who once understood you feels unreachable now. You have felt anger at me at times, anger for allowing her to suffer, anger for not stopping death, anger because you prayed and did not see the answer you wanted. I am not offended by your honesty. I am not shocked by your questions. I am not distant from your pain. I was with your mother in her hardest moments, just as I am with you in yours. There are mysteries you do not yet understand, but I will never abandon you in your confusion. Let me speak now to that hidden place where you wish you could hear her voice one more time. You think, if only I could hear her say she forgives me. If only I could hear her say she is at peace. If only I could know she is not suffering. So listen, in the quiet of your spirit as you read, I am the God of compassion and mercy. I do not delight in cruelty. I do not hold your sincere efforts against you as a tally of failure. When I received her, I did not welcome her into torment but into a reality where my love is stronger than every fear and every pain. Rest in this. She is not carrying resentment against you. She is not replaying your mistakes. She is held in a wholeness you cannot yet imagine. You have asked yourself many times, why am I still here? What is the purpose of my life now? Let me answer you gently, you are here because your story is not finished. There are people you are destined to touch, kindnesses you are destined to show, words you are destined to speak that no one else can say in quite the same way. The tenderness in you, sharpened by loss, can become a powerful force of empathy and compassion in this world. You understand pain, and that understanding, surrendered to me, can become a bridge of comfort for others. Your mother's love can flow through you as you learn to love others with the same warmth she gave you. The way she held you when you were hurting can be reflected in the way you comfort someone else. The way she believed in you can echo in the way you encourage another soul who is about to give up. When you do that, she is not just a memory in your mind, her love becomes a living legacy in your actions. You have sometimes feared forgetting the sound of her voice, the exact details of her face, the way she smiled. Do not be frightened when memories shift and blur over time. That does not mean you are losing her. Human memory is fragile, but what I inscribe in your spirit is stronger than time. When you feel a sudden wave of tenderness, when you feel moved to show extra patience, when you feel a courage rising in you that you did not expect, that, too, is part of her imprint on your heart. Carried by my presence, I know you have looked for signs, small hints that she is near. A song at the right moment, a dream that felt more than a dream, a feeling of warmth when you were at your lowest. In all these things, I want you to see, above all, my love holding you. I do not want you to become lost chasing signs and neglecting the life in front of you. But I do want you to know, you have never been invisible to me in your grief. Whenever you felt utterly abandoned, I was carrying you more gently than you knew. There were days when you felt anger not only at me, but at the world for moving on so quickly. People returned to their routines while your heart was still stuck in the moment of loss. You wondered how they could laugh, how they could complain about small things when something so enormous had shattered your life. I saw that, too. I saw how you tried to keep functioning, how you forced yourself to keep going even when every step felt heavy. My child, that strength in you is no small thing. It is a testimony that even in the darkest valley, my hand was under you. Let me tell you something your mother would want me to speak into your soul. I am grateful for you. She is grateful you tried, grateful you cared, grateful you stayed as long as you could, grateful you loved her in your imperfect, human way. She does not demand perfection from you, she delights in your sincere heart. Stop punishing yourself for not being able to perform miracles. Stop judging yourself by the harsh standards of hindsight, because you did not have that clarity then. You made choices with the knowledge you had, the strength you had, the circumstances you had. That is all I ever required of you. Now, I invite you into a new kind of relationship with her memory. Instead of letting it be a source of constant pain, let it become a well of quiet strength. Talk to me about her. Tell me what you miss. Tell me what you loved. Tell me the things you wish you could say to her, and trust that I hear every word. In my presence, nothing sincere is wasted. Every word of love you release, I hold. There is also something she would urge you to understand. Your life is not over, even though it sometimes feels that the best chapter closed when she left. You have more chapters ahead. You are allowed to experience joy without feeling disloyal. You are allowed to build new bonds, create new memories, discover new parts of yourself. You are allowed to grow in ways she never had the chance to, and she would not envy you for that, she would bless you. She would want you to go further, climb higher, heal deeper. Archangel Michael's presence in this message is a reminder that I am fiercely protective of your heart. When accusations rise inside you, you failed, you weren't enough. You didn't love her well enough, that is not my voice. Those accusations do not come from me. Michael stands, in spirit, as a warrior of truth, cutting through lies that have bound you. And the truth is this: you were loved, you did love, and you are still worth loving. You have sometimes thought, if she could see me now, what would she say? She would say, I see how hard you are trying. I see your efforts. I see your kindness. I see your struggles. And I love you still. Even when you feel like a mess, even when you feel broken, I see the same heart she saw in you when you were small, the heart that wants to do right, the heart that feels deeply, the heart that cares more than it knows how to express. I do not despise that heart. I cherish it. There will be days when grief rises unexpectedly again, perhaps years from now. A smell, a song, a season, and suddenly the ache returns. When that happens, do not shame yourself and say, I should be over this by now. Grief comes in waves. Some are small and gentle, some are strong. When the waves rise, let them pass through you while holding on to me. Breathe. Cry if you need to. Remember that it is okay to feel. You are not weak for missing someone who mattered so much. At the same time, watch how I will slowly plant new joys in your path. Unexpected friendships, moments of laughter that feel pure, quiet mornings where your heart feels a little less heavy than before. Do not push those moments away. Receive them as gifts, not as betrayals. Allow yourself to be surprised by peace. There is a peace I can give you that doesn't erase your story, but wraps around it like a gentle light. Your mother is not lost to me, and you are not lost to me. Between you is a river that you cannot cross yet, but I stand on both sides of that river. You feel the separation, I hold the connection. That is why I can tell you, with authority and compassion, that she is closer than you think, not in the sense of walking beside you on the street, but in the sense that love, in me, is never wasted, never destroyed, never meaningless. You may not understand everything in this life. You may still have questions when you lay your head down tonight. But know this, I am not far. I am not cold. I am not indifferent to your tears. I am the one who comforts those who mourn, the one who knows how to gently untie the knots in a grieving heart, the one who can hold both your love for her and your fear of forgetting, and transform them into something that blesses your future instead of chaining you to your past. So as you finish these words, do something small but important. Breathe deeply, and let some of the weight in your chest loosen. You do not have to fix everything today. You do not have to solve every mystery. You do not have to stop missing her. All I ask in this moment is that you allow the possibility that you are not alone. That you are not to blame, and that you are still loved, by me, and by the woman whose love helped shape who you are. When you close your eyes tonight, imagine yourself placing your mother into my arms, not losing her, but entrusting her. Imagine yourself also resting in those same arms. You are both held in a love that does not break, a love that does not end at the border of death, a love that carries you through every shadow and every valley. This is what your mother's heart would want for you, not endless torment, but peace. Not self-punishment, but restoration. Not a life of only looking backward, but a life that honors her by moving forward, slowly, gently, step by step. And this is what I, your God, speak over you now: you are not alone. You are not forsaken. You are loved more deeply than you can comprehend. I am with you in your memories, with you in your tears, and with you in the new days that are still unwritten. Walk with me, and you will discover that even after great loss, there is still hope, there is still meaning, and there is still a future for you. My beloved child, I am speaking to you now. I see your heart. I see the way your chest tightens when you think of your mother. I see the tears that come without warning, the memories that flash in your mind like broken pieces of light and shadow. I know you. I know the part of you that feels empty. The part that whispers, "If only I had one more conversation with her. Just one more moment." I am God, and I tell you this message found you because I wanted it to. You did not come here by accident. Your mother, the one whose name still trembles on your lips, has been closer to you than you realize. You think of her as gone, as far away, but I tell you, she is not where your eyes cannot reach. She is where my arms can hold her. She is with me, and I am with you. That means that every moment I hold you, every moment I comfort you, every moment I breathe strength into you. She is not far from that love. You are both inside my heart. That is why Archangel Michael has been stirring your spirit, urging you, pushing you, open this the second you see it. Because I wanted you to finally exhale the pain you've been carrying in silence. You have asked so many times in your heart, even if your lips never formed the words, "God, does my mother see me? Does she know how much I miss her? Does she know what is happening in my life? Is she proud of me? Is she angry with me? Did I fail her?" I have watched you lie awake at night replaying old conversations, old mistakes, old moments you wish you could change. You have wondered what she would say to you if heaven allowed her to speak just once. So listen closely now, because I am allowing her love to echo through my words. I am not bringing her back to speak as a voice separate from me. I am the one who holds her soul, and I am the one who loved you first. I am the one who watched her carry you, raise you, worry over you, pray for you. I heard every whispered prayer she made with your name on her tongue. Those prayers did not die when her body rested. They are alive in my presence. They are still working. They are still surrounding you. Your mother has been begging, not in the way humans beg with fear, but pleading from a place of love. God, please comfort my child. Please tell them what they need to hear. Please don't let them drown in guilt, in loneliness, in regret. Please show them I am closer than they think. And I, your God, have listened. I am answering her heart's cry and your heart's pain at the same time. You need to know this: your mother is not disappointed in you the way you fear. You think about the arguments, the miscommunications, the things you did not say while she was still on earth. You carry them like heavy stones inside your chest. But your life with her was more than a few painful moments. I saw the smiles, the small acts of love, her cooking for you, her watching you when you were sick, her worrying about your future, her secretly checking your face to see if you were truly happy when you said, "I'm fine." You remember some moments, but I remember all of them. I see the whole story, not just the chapter of regret that you keep rereading. Your mother sees more clearly now than she ever did on earth. In my presence, her understanding is not clouded by hurt, stress, or fear. She sees your heart as I see it, sensitive, wounded, longing, trying, learning. She does not look at you through the lens of human frustration anymore. She sees you through the light of my love. Where you see failure, she sees growth. Where you see shame, she sees the child she carried, the soul she loves, the person she prayed would never give up. Archangel Michael stands as a warrior over your life. He has been protecting you from darkness that you do not even see. There were moments when you could have lost your way completely, when grief could have swallowed you whole, when hopelessness could have taken over. But my angels were there. Michael was there, pushing back the heaviness that you thought was just another bad day. He has been whispering into your spirit, nudging you to open your eyes, to keep going, to pay attention to signs of my love. This is one of those moments. Your mother wants you to know this: you are not alone in your pain. The loneliness you feel when you look at an empty chair, a quiet room, a photograph that doesn't move, those moments are real. I do not dismiss them. I do not say, "Move on," as if your love never existed. I understand that grief is love that has nowhere to go. But I am giving your love a place to rest, in me. When you talk to me about her, she is not out of reach. She is with me, and I am with you. There is a bridge of love that cannot be destroyed by death, because I am the God who conquered death. Your mother is closer than you think when you remember what she taught you. When you choose kindness over anger. When you help someone silently. When you work hard even though your body is tired, because you remember how she did the same. When you cook a meal the way she used to. When you say something she would have said. When you hear her voice encouraging you inside your mind. These are not hallucinations or madness, they are the fingerprints her life left on your soul. They are the living evidence that love does not vanish. It transforms. She wants you to stop punishing yourself. You have told yourself, "I wasn't there enough. I said the wrong things. I didn't appreciate her while she was here. I have watched your heart judge itself without mercy. But I am the one who truly knows every circumstance, every pressure, everything you didn't know at the time. You were not perfect, but neither was she. And yet you loved each other through imperfections. That is what matters to me. Hear me, there is no condemnation from her towards you. The harsh words you hear in your mind are not her voice, they are the voice of your own wounded heart and the whispers of darkness trying to break you further. I am not the God of torment. I am the God of truth, healing, and comfort. The truth is this: if you could see her now, if you could hear her with the clarity of heaven, you would not hear anger. You would hear gratitude. Gratitude that you still think of her. Gratitude that you still care. Gratitude that you are trying to heal. Your mother is closer than you think when you cry. You assume your tears fall unnoticed, but I have counted each one. I have felt the way you clutch at your chest when a memory hits you suddenly. I have heard the way you whisper her name. When you break down, I am holding you. And when I hold you, I do so knowing how deeply she loved you. I do not simply see one person grieving, I see the invisible connection between you and her. And I honor that. I am proud of you for surviving days when you did not want to get out of bed. I am proud of you for smiling when your heart was aching. I am proud of you for carrying responsibilities you wished you could share with her. I am proud of you for not letting sorrow destroy your capacity to love. Your mother's heart rests in peace when you keep going, not when you give up. There is something she has been begging me to tell you: stop being afraid to live. Somewhere inside, you have believed that being too happy, moving forward, or enjoying life is a kind of betrayal. As if your joy would mean you have forgotten her. That is not true. When you laugh, it does not erase her memory, it fulfills her deepest desire, to see you happy and safe. She did not carry you, protect you, and sacrifice for you so that your future would be a long, gray hallway of numbness. She wanted you to live. She wanted you to grow. She wanted you to see places she never saw, to experience opportunities she never had. Your mother is closer than you think when you make good choices, when you choose peace over drama, when you walk away from harmful people, when you protect your own mental and emotional health. She always worried about you being hurt, used, or neglected. Now, every time you stand up for yourself, every time you respect your own worth, every time you say I deserve better, her heart rejoices in my presence. Because now she can see how much you are worth in the light of my love. And her desire is that you finally see it too. Archangel Michael has been commanded to guard the doorway of your life. There are things that tried to enter your world after her passing: destructive habits, destructive people, destructive thoughts. Some of them got close. Some of them tried to wrap themselves around you. But Michael wielded the sword of my protection. You do not even know how many times you were saved from deeper trouble, from accidents, from bad decisions that could have changed everything. Understand this: your mother's prayers and my instructions to my angels are connected. Her love moved her to pray. My love moved me to answer. Your mother wants you to release the words you never said. I know there are things you wish you could confess, apologize for, or explain. You feel like there is a closed door, like she walked through it and you were left on the other side, holding sentences inside your mouth. But in my presence, there are no closed doors. I hear what you say now. I hear every "I'm sorry," every "thank you," every "I hope you knew how much I loved you." Speak them to me. When you speak, you are not talking to emptiness, you are placing those words into my hands. I am able to comfort your heart in ways that no human conversation could. Let go of the idea that you must be strong all the time. Your mother knew you as a child, vulnerable and fragile. You did not hide your tears from her when you were small. You ran to her. Now that she is with me, I extend that same place of safety to you, but even more perfectly. You can cry in my presence without shame. You can admit your fears, your exhaustion, your loneliness. I will not tell you to get over it. I will sit with you in the silence, in the memories, in the ache, until the pain begins to loosen its grip. Your mother also wants this for you, that you forgive yourself for the moments you were not at your best. She remembers the love, not the worst versions of you. Stop replaying only the scenes where you felt guilty. Start remembering the times you made her smile without trying. The small jokes. The quiet touches. The simple routines. Your life together was not a tragedy, it was a story of love that had human flaws. In my eyes, the love still stands. You have asked if she knows what you are going through now. Hear me, nothing that touches you escapes my attention. I am not distant. I am not indifferent. I am not watching you from afar. I am involved in your daily life, even in the details others do not see. And because she is with me, your story is not hidden from the one who carried you. She is not worrying the way she did on earth, because she trusts my care, but she is not detached from love. She loves you still, and in my perfect plan, that love is safe, pure, and free from fear. She wants you to stop feeling like a burden. Too often, you hold back your sadness because you worry that people around you are tired of hearing about your grief. You bottle it up. You say, "I'm okay," when inside you are anything but okay. But I am not tired of hearing about your mother. I am not tired of hearing about your feelings. You do not drain me when you speak. I am an endless well of compassion. I never say, "You should be over this by now." I say, "Your heart matters to me right now." Your mother is closer than you think when a random scent reminds you of her, when a song brings her back into your mind, when you suddenly remember a piece of advice she gave you and it fits perfectly with what you're facing today. These are not accidents. I am weaving comfort through your everyday life, using your memories like gentle threads to pull you toward healing instead of despair. There is something else she has been begging me to tell you. Stop living as if your story ended with her departure. Your life did not freeze on that day, even though it felt like everything stopped. There are chapters still to be written. There are people you are meant to meet, things you are meant to create, places you are meant to see. There are smiles you will give that you have not given yet, laughs that have not yet echoed out of your mouth, moments of joy that will seem impossible now but will one day be real. She wants you to be open to that. I want you to be open to that. Archangel Michael stands by, ready to fight every lie that tells you, you are abandoned. You are forgotten. You are cursed. You are alone. These are not my words. These are not the words your mother would want you to believe. Instead, hear my truth. You are loved, surrounded, remembered, and being guided. You are not cursed, you are covered. You are not abandoned, you are being held. I see the times you talk to her picture. I see the quiet moments when you look at her face and ask questions into the air. I see how you hold on to small objects, clothes, or gifts that once belonged to her because they feel like proof that she was real, that your love was real. I honor that. But I also want to gently lead you to a place where you treasure her memory without being chained by sorrow. It will not happen all at once. Healing rarely does. But every day you allow me into your pain, a little more light enters. Your mother is closer than you think when you choose to be gentle with yourself. She worried about your mental and emotional well-being, even if she didn't always know how to express it. Now, she sees how much pressure you put on yourself. She sees how you blame yourself for things beyond your control. Her desire, in my presence, is for you to finally experience the freedom she wanted for you on earth. So I say this to you as your God, let my love rewrite your memories. I am not changing the facts, I am changing the way they hold you. Where there is shame, I am placing understanding. Where there is regret, I am placing forgiveness. Where there is emptiness, I am pouring comfort. Where there is fear of the future, I am placing hope. You wonder sometimes if you will ever see her again. I tell you this, I am the God of reunion as well as the God of farewell. I am the God of beginnings and endings, of tears and of joy. There is more to existence than what your eyes can see and your hands can touch. For now, I ask you not to live in obsession over what you cannot fully understand, but to trust that I am good, I am just, and I am love. The love you shared is safe with me. It is never wasted, never forgotten. Your mother is closer than you think every time you reach out in love to another person who is hurting. You know what loss feels like now. You understand the ache of an empty space. When you comfort someone else from that place, heaven moves near. You are taking what hurt you and allowing me to turn it into healing for another. Your mother's heart, in my presence, rejoices when you become a source of comfort, because that means her love is still working through you. You may feel small, but the story I am writing through your life is not small. You may feel broken, but broken people are the ones I often use to carry the deepest compassion. You may feel like part of you died with her, but I am breathing new life into the parts of you that remain. There is a strength inside you that even you have not fully discovered yet. Your mother saw glimpses of it. I see all of it. Archangel Michael whispers one more thing over you: do not give up. Your heart has been through more than most people understand, but you are not at the end. The tragedy you feared after her passing will not be the final word. I am still speaking. I am still guiding. I am still opening doors. Your mother has been begging me to tell you that you are forgiven for what you did not know, for what you could not do, for the ways you loved her imperfectly. I, your God, am pouring forgiveness like oil over your memories. Let me anoint your mind with peace. You do not have to spend the rest of your life paying a debt of guilt. That is not love. That is a prison. I did not create you to live locked in that cell. Every time you breathe a little easier thinking of her, every time you smile at a memory instead of breaking down, every time you feel warmth where there used to be only sharp pain, know this: healing is happening. You are not betraying her by healing. You are honoring her. Because if she could sit in front of you, look into your eyes, and speak clearly, she would not say, "Stay miserable for me." She would say, "Live. Please live. Be at peace. Be safe. Be loved. You are loved. By me. By the angels who guard you. By the people you do not even realize are silently grateful for your existence. And by the mother whose journey on earth ended, but whose love did not. She is closer than you think, because my love is closer than you think. Do not rush away from these words. Let them sink into the places that have been aching for so long. When you finish reading, sit with me for a moment. Breathe. Put your hand over your heart and remember that you are still here for a reason. You are not an accident wandering through grief. You are a soul I am guiding carefully, gently, lovingly, step by step. Your mother's tears, prayers, and hopes for you are not lost. They are woven into my plan. I am holding her story and your story in the same hands. Trust me with both. Trust that I can carry you when you feel you cannot walk. Trust that I can turn your pain into a deeper, softer, stronger love. I am with you now. I was with you when you said goodbye. I will be with you in every moment that follows. Your mother rests in my presence. You rest in my care. Between my heart and hers, there is a bridge of love that death cannot break. You are not alone, my child. Not for a second.